Sumolings, what's up? It's Tuesday, and we are about to have a whole bunch of fun, I promise you, joined by Gerard from FindThatLead. He's the CEO and founder. And just in the few minutes that I did before we went live, he shared with me some of the things that he's going to do, and you want to stay tuned for this, okay? Welcome.
Hello, Christine. Thank you very much. It's awesome to be here with all of you, and thank you very much for being part of AppSumo, and everyone here on the show. Thank you for listening to me from the front to the end.
Yeah, so we have a lot of you interested in FindThatLead. I turned in 50 registrations. So there's going to be a lot of you on the webinar today. For those of you, FindThatLead is, you guessed it, a lead gen tool that's on AppSumo right now. And it is $49, $1,500. So this is like an amazing deal. And I'm glad that all of you are here. It's going to tell you a little bit more about it so that if you've already bought the deal, then you'll know how to use it. But if you're on, he will convince you to buy it. So before we get started, here's what I want to know. I want to know how many of you have a deal or how many of you are thinking about it. So in the chat box, let me know how many of you are thinking about it. Let's see, we got lots of bots.
Wow.
Lots of bots. So Gerard, you're gonna have to convince them. We got a couple thinking, but a lot of you, that's awesome. So if you've never seen one of our webinars before, here's how it goes. Right now you're seeing Gerard, but in a second, I'm gonna shut down my camera and he's going to take you over a demo of FindThatLead. If you, at any point you have any questions for him or the team, find that team of people ready to answer your question in the chat box. So go ahead and just put your question. They will do their best to answer it. At the end, I'm gonna pop back on and ask some of the more popular questions I think are, that you guys want to know the most. If for any reason you can't stay until the end, that's gonna be sending out a replay later today. Again, this sending out of a replay is brand new for us, so bear with us. You should, the event that you don't get it by later on tonight, you can just shoot me an email at Christy@AppSumo. Fingers crossed, it should go without a hitch. And I think this webinar is about to go off with Gerard. I'm gonna let you take over. I'm gonna shut down my screen and go for it.
Christy, thank you very much for bringing so much energy, and I hope to be at the same level of you are.
I think you will be. I think you will be.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you to the whole team of FindThatLead here, that today would not be possible to have this webinar if they were not for them, also for the AppSumo team. And let's go to some of the tools that is being improved from last year to this year. If you have any questions, please go ahead and write it to Christian, and the team here in the office will be answering for you, okay? Do not worry. Also, for those of that you bought the deal last year and this year, the key is that the deal is the same. We just wanted to have, a lot of people was asking for FindThatLead again, and that's why AppSumo contact I've again. And just to let you know, all the features are going to be included forever and ever. You have 2,000 credits every month to the lead generation, and campaigns is come to the bulk. It's now live. Okay, thank Margarita. And what I would like to go for it is a very quick demo of how it works. And this is how we want. One of the main things before we start, and this is like super important. Might sound a little bit funny, but wherever you do, send emails with love. And that's the keystone of our business. Remember, send emails with love always, every day. This will be coming up in a few times. And this is because I want you to understand that if you send emails with love, with the power of your computer, sure, FindThatLead can help you. Make sure that your business has a core that you can send those emails with love. Okay, where can I get that, Mark? Okay, let's go. I'm going to be sharing my screen. You will not see me, but I will come back later. Okay, and sharing all options and share my screen. Okay, and let's go. I'm going to share. Okay, you must be seeing my screen now. ¿Se ve bien, chicos? Okay, first of all, and one of the most important that I would like to focus today is on the prospector. Prospector is easy to look. It's very easy to use. And that's the idea of prospecting. What we do is we go and search for you what you need. Let's say as AppSumo is in Austin, I would like to find freelancers in Austin or CEOs in Austin. Okay, let's say I'm a small business owner, freelancer, or photographer that I want to give my services to CEOs on Austin. And the best way of searching usually is job titles, is the main role of the person, and also by city. Let's go cities like Austin, and then job titles like CEO, marketing managers. FindThatLead is very much designed for finding other businesses. It's very much B2B business. If you're looking for having those big accounts, or those big new customers, FindThatLead can help you. Remember, CEOs, recruiters, managers, any other owner or freelancer, you might be finding it on FindThatLead. And the idea now is the list will be generated for you instantly. And how we go is we will do the same you would do in Google, Bing, and any other searchers. We will type in CEOs of Austin, and that will be coming up. The first part of the list that comes out is just names, surnames, emails, domains, some of the information we found. This means we might be having 1,549 leads in just a few seconds. Okay. And then the second step is when we generate the emails. Why we have to generate the emails? This is because every time we give you emails, it's been verified. This means that make sure that when you send the emails, you don't get bounces or accept alls and stuff like this. I'm going to do this list very quick, and I wanted to take it as an example of what this might be happening. First of here, as I'm seeing now, 10%. This is based on a FindThatLead find the emails based in a few different sites, and one of them is by patterns. Second is by email verification. That means we're going to be verifying that the email is real time, that the email is correct. And then the other ones, when you see 22% or other percentages, that means that email cannot be verified, but we have patterns. We know we've seen that out there. And as we talked in the last few seconds, we just generated all these emails. I'm going to stop it now, and because I want to send a campaigns. Okay, let's say 87% means I'm not sure about the email, because we never be sure, but I know it's based on patterns. 99% say yes, just send it to him, it's no problem. And the main difference of last year's FindThatLead and this year is that you can send campaigns. And this is just amazing, because I've been using it so much. And this, once you get the contacts you wanted to find, you just one click, and then what it's going to happen is that you add it to the campaigns. What it campaigns is basically an email sender for you. You can send, I'm going to send to man campaigns, and this is very similar to any other softwares that you might know that sends the email in bulk. What today you can only log in with Gmail and G Suite, but this is just beautifully to send emails with FindThatLead. Let's say I'm going to say, and that's one of the most important things. And we have a group talking about email templates, how to send emails, how much love to put on the emails. And that's why I was showing you the heart. Please, every time you send an email, make sure it's quick. It has like 4 lines maximum, one specific call of action. I'm going to be sharing with you on the group a few more tips. And this is why we create a community, because sending emails is super important. Please make sure that you have very, very short emails full of love, something that connects you with them. And this is why campaigns with FindThatLead can be so successful for you as business. And make sure you use it every time, every day, all the time, because sending one email to one specific CEO can really make a difference. And that's like, I would like to make sure you understand that. Let's say, hello, first name. I'll say, hi, Jared. I really love what you do at company. Let me see. I really would love to have a coffee with you next week. Do you have 5 minutes for a call tomorrow at 10? Okay, it's important that when we send emails are very specific with one call of action, and making sure that doesn't sound like a template or anything. Even that you're going to send this email to hundreds of people, or at least like a few people, and that might be, it's going to be short, because that's why we want it. And one little hack that I'm going to tell you, always add your specific call of action for that industry. Let's say lead generation for industry. Wow, these guys, I mean, when this person reads the email, it's like, oh, wow, FindThatLead is really specific for that industry. That's been working for us so much. We sometimes add pictures. I love adding pictures of that real moment, and also I love adding short GIFs and short videos. Okay, let's go on sending that email. It says next. Okay, name of the campaign, Austin CEO, and select account. Okay, here are all the accounts I can be sending emails. You can have, with AppSumo, one account, you can have unlimited emails every day, which is the beauty of it. We want you to send as many emails as you want. Just remember, G Suite is letting you send around 1,500 emails a day. With Google, you can send 400 emails for free every day. Make sure you don't go over that. But I'm going to say, let's say 50 or 100. In here, it's how many daily emails we check out with your account, making sure that you don't overgo this maximum. And that's super important, because if not, Google is going to penalize you. Okay, obviously, I'm not going to send this email right now. I'm just going to save it as a draft. But if I would be sending an email, it's boom, it's email. Well, you know what? I'm going to send it. Good, I love sending emails. And take every moment to send emails. Once you send, it will be sent as a blast, or you can choose how many, when the proportion of the emails needs to be sent. Just to let you know, we send thousands of emails in a daily basis, and we're going to be, just to, a second point, very important, the next few weeks, it's a drip coming up. That means you're going to be having triggers and drips on FindThatLead, and it's something that's being built based on your needs. If you have any requests, please send it to us to support@findthatlead.com, because we're going to be listening, because we're building the best tool for you, for everyone, for the Sumo links who already bought the deal. And that's about prospector and campaigns. Okay, up to here, for me, this is a life changer. We've been adding, I use FindThatLead for myself, and this is beautiful. Just to let you know, in here, this obviously is not sent yet, and in here, you're going to have what templates, you're going to have the settings of which account and the stats. You can always export all the stats, and that's it. Let's go to FindThatLead. Okay, FindThatLead started with that was for fun. We went to the different shows and trade shows, and we wanted to have a list of the business cards on the table, because I'm super mega messy, okay? And what we did is the whole team at FindThatLead, Christian was playing out with the machine learning and card reader algorithm that he made by himself. I was like, well, what are we going to do? And we went and built FindThatLead, which was originally just our business card reader. And how it is, let me show you super simple how this works. Okay, I'm going to create a new list. Basically, we're going to make a mobile app on the next few months. It's on a roadmap, but for now, I will ask you to make pictures of your business cards, upload to a file, and even, let's say, I'm going to add a picture that's not a business card, and I'm going to say business webinar. Yeah, let's put a webinar. If you go to a lot of meetings, or if you go to a trade show, FindThatLead, it's one of those tools that's like, oh, that's nice. Or if you have a lot of business cards on the table and you don't know what to do, this is like your tool. And everything is included on that Sumo deal. And please, guys, make the most of it. But because only this, it's worth it, okay? And I like it, because it's one of those tools that we built it inside here, and it was just for fun. Okay, as we were talking, I got those beautiful emails. There's people that already know me. I had the business cards, they were sitting up there, and this is like, I could actually, the same, let's go. And I'm in this moment, I will just export to Drive. I export to CSV, and the same, I'm going to upload to Campaigns, and we will do the same. Okay, in Campaigns, it's important to let you know, if you have a list of contacts, you can always upload it in FindThatLead. Okay, that's like a CSV file where I will decide first name, last name, and email, and then I will just write an email. We've been through here, just write a template. We're having a few features where we're going to be recommending the best templates that we have, and also a few other tricks that we want to make sure you have as many answer emails as possible. This is through Snap, which is basically, Snap is going to be reading the business cards that you have and you're going to be making money from some piece of paper that you have on the table, and FindThatLead will get it to you. For those of you, we're going to want the second feature we're adding on FindThatLead is because we want to reach this data. We want to find the Facebooks, the Twitters, to make sure whenever you send them an email, it's going to be also sending a tweet, and that's a feature, and we've been working very hard to make sure it's not going to take too long. Okay, bulk. Bulk sounds, it's one of those tools that it's funny. And I'm very much into searching domains, but let me show you, because I think last year some of you didn't see it. Let's go to AppSumo. And we've seen that before because it was on the video, but the domain search is beautiful because you can get so much information with so little credit. And that's a hack, and please do not say it to the CEO of FindThatLead, okay? Because in here you can find the pattern of everyone in AppSumo, but let's say any other domains, it's the same. Obviously you can, let's say to Apple, apple.com, or any other companies, we could have in here, you will export to Drive, or download CSV, or send an email. Oh, let me tell you, if you've been to a holidays and it's been ruined by your airline company, send them an email to everyone. This works so good. Let's say Ryanair, which we love them. That's like a European Ryanair. And the best thing you can do is just send them an email to all these people and complaining what happened. Also, if it's been beautiful, just say it's been an amazing trip. And here you can verify when an email is a guess, it's going to be guessed most of the other emails. But in here, we're going to be telling you the pattern. Let's go to email verifier. Let's say I want to send an email to someone, but I'm not sure, FindThatLead.com. And then it's going to be incorrect. But if I write my email, it's gerard.com@findthatlead.com, it's going to say it's correct. The same for social URL. Basically, if you get a Twitter or LinkedIn URL and you upload here, you're going to get the domain. And the lead search is Gerard Comte, and then FindThatLead.com, and then boom, you get one of my emails. Well, bulk works very much the same, but you can have up to 10,000 in one file. And let me show you how easy it is, because it's super easy. And we go to domain search, and I'm going to do file. Today I was working out, and I did a small file of a few bloggers who might be talking about FindThatLead. Okay, I have the social URLs, the submission link, but oh, I need to get the emails as well. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this as a CSV. Always remember to make sure you have like your headers correctly, no dots on it, and that doesn't have the are not the same in any moment. And then I'm going to go to the bulk process and uploading it. The system is super simple, and one of the main things is that you don't waste any time with upload. And then the domain, site URL, and maximum results. Okay, in here is you can write as many. I would recommend to use 10, but you can choose as many results as you want. 10 is fine for me at the moment. I'm just going to say start search. What we do now, the list limit range. Okay, wonderful. Let me go for back and let me delete this list. Okay, and this list, upload to list. Okay. We do this to make sure we don't have too many lists in here. I'm going to delete, yes, yes, okay. Okay, let's go to the new list and okay. Okay, and yes, let's go now. And what's happening now is we're looking for the same I did manually before, we're doing here. In this case, it's for the domain search. And that's it. I could export to Drive or download CSV. For those who have Salesforce or HubSpot or any CRM, we're going to be having a few integrations in very short time, but now you can always download CSV. I'm going to export to CSV because then it's going to be seen super simple, super easy. And just, I would like to thank the whole team on FindThatLead because it's just incredible how easy it is to find emails. And this is like a dream 2 or 3 years ago when we started to be able to find so much information so easily. That means thank you, team, because you are amazing. Let me show you as with opening. And that's the file we just made. That means if you have a list of domains, so easily you can find so much information. And the same, what we could do in here is all the emails of some like, and that information, guys, you get it so easy, so quickly. Seriously, if you have not got FindThatLead yet, there is no brainer. You have 60 days to return. This is just crazy and it's amazing. And remember to send emails with love. And I'm going to say it's pretty much what it's in until now. And Christy, I'm going to be adding, let me just say, I'm going to be putting my camera again, and I'm going to stop my, I think it's here. Yes, I think it's here.
All right.
And Christy's back.
Awesome. That was really fun. I can say that you were the first webinar actually put a heart on their face. So
I haven't finished. I want to have it again.
I think you can answer the rest of the questions with the heart.
I'm super happy to answer. I don't know if people would take me seriously. That's the only problem. But Christy, it's super important because it's so powerful to get people with social. Just use it wisely, use it with love, and make sure like every email is sent like with the heart and knowing that you're going to be getting value up there. And that's why when you send emails, like, and it's all about the legalities, GDPR, comes spam act. I never had any problems, any volume of emails I send, and emails that are like I specify. And that's why it's super important, guys. Please make sure you see my face every time you send an email because it is super important.
It really is a great message to be wrapped up in sending just blanket emails, but if you send them with love, you're gonna have better success with that, right?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Your team has been amazing in answering the questions. I've just gone ahead and picked out some of the more popular ones, and we'll go ahead right now. So we had one person ask and say, I run a social media agency, use this tool.
Where, let's say they're based in Austin, and let's say they're a social media company. I would like to get huge customers. I would go for one of few things. I could go to FindThatLead, and I would choose social media companies or social media managers of companies above 500, let's say, employees, and I would click and I would generate emails. Let's say not just in Austin, in USA, it's like thousands of companies like go to social media manager or CEOs. It's just like I want people, because this is like, let me show you this because that's super important. It's like a pen cannot write a poem by itself, okay? Know the FindThatLead. And this is super important that when you use FindThatLead, you use it creatively, use it with love and with passion, knowing that if you put energy on it, it will generate the customers. You go for this person, social media, Austin, generate the list and send a quick message like what you do at company X, can I please do your social work? I've done this and that. And just send an email. That's it. I think, seriously, Christy, because I so believe on FindThatLead. We've been like, obviously, we are a small team here with full of love, but we've seen small customers, and that's not like we've seen small customers from closing the companies to make like 300,000 or 400,000 in less than a year. And for us, it's just, and I know with the credits that we're giving to AppSumo, it's enough to grow your business where you are and where you want to be. Sending one email, this is cheaper. How can I say? It's an unlimited amount that you can spend on Facebook and Google Ads to get new customers. This is like $49 forever. You can send one email or as many emails as you want. There is no brainer. Please get it. And if you don't like it, send me an email. And we're very happy to do another demo for everyone. We're going to be sharing videos because if it's not working for you, it's because probably you're not doing it correctly.
Absolutely. I mean, this deal will by far more than pay for the cost of this deal. So you have a good point there. People asking about finding leads that are sort of non-traditional, right? So we learned how to find a company, marketing manager, but what about finding people who are dentists or plumbers? Like what are the defined people who are kind of not traditional?
We are adding it's going to be coming on the next few months. It's going to be more like for trades, dentists, photographers, things that, let's say, you would find that on a different scale, more like in a lower level than not SaaS. As right for a few things. If you go to job title, you write dentist, and you might get a few, but it's not working very well, but also on skills. Let's say we have a customer, they were looking for breweries or beer makers, And we couldn't find anything by the job title because the tags are difficult because the job positions, they don't have as a brewer, it's not a job role as like, but on the skills, we could find it more on, because what we've read is social information and tags that you have of yourself on social. And what I'm telling you is, if you're gonna find it as a job title, look for it on the skills, it's on the perspective. Also, another thing that you can do is, you can go to different websites, collect the domains, even you don't need to find the emails, have the Google Drive or an Excel ready for you, and just upload it to FindThatLead, and you will see how easy it is to get those emails.
Awesome. Those are some good tips. We GDPR, and then also, is there an unsubscribe link in the emails that go out?
Okay. One thing, GDPR, we process all the data. It's public on Google and Bing's and all the domains that we find information. We just make sure it's beautifully added for you. The same you would do search on public domains, we have it on FindThatLead. GDPR must be, you have to understand that it's GDPR is in Europe. If you're sending emails to Europe, you need to make sure a few things that we have a link ready for you guys. But also, it's important is why you have this is a call email. This is not adding people to a list. You don't have the opt-in. You cannot send any commercial emails. That's why the emails needs to be very specific, more like, this is not about selling on my first email. This is about creating a relationship, and that has never been illegal. And this is important to understand. You want to create relations, and that's what this tool is. This is not for sending mass mailing to everyone. This is a tool for creating, and doesn't matter wherever you are, wherever you send emails, if you send it with that understanding that this email is going to create a relation, not to sell, you will never have any problem.
Okay, good. You got to send them with love, guys. All right.
Yes.
Mark was asking, when email providers besides Gmail?
Yes, we adding SMTP, and also, let's say if you have your own service, that you don't have to create a G Suite, a Gmail. It must be in a few weeks. Obviously, we have another rush of AppSumo, but I know it's just about to come up, but we need to be testing it. But it's going to be, I would say, in a few weeks, going to come in.
Okay. We had it with some different CRMs.
Okay, the same CRMs today. We have HubSpot or Salesforce. The integrations are just about to come, but they're kind of like, we have also Zapier in the pipeline, which is there nearby. But the best thing you can do today is download it as a CSV and adding it to your CRM, which is the same. Also, the Zapier integration, obviously, which will integrate with everything, but we couldn't work it out as best, easier way to do it for everyone is with CSV.
Okay, and so we have someone asking about social media sites. So what do they use to find leads? Okay,
let's say we have a Chrome. I didn't go through all the tools because it would take a couple of hours. We have another, it's a Chrome Exceed that while you're navigating on LinkedIn or Twitter, it generates the email. This is how we started. Okay. This keeps working very beautiful, and we are updating it that's one of the core, one of the cores how we started, and it's important, but it's just the power of the prospector. That's why I don't show it so often.
Okay. We have Mark asked to schedule follow-up emails on those campaigns, or is just one email sent?
Okay. The thing was, we didn't have time to train everyone to how to work a drip emails, and that's why we went and launched the tool on small batches. Number one, yes, it's ready, it's planned, and this is coming now. The drip is going to be in the next few weeks, and it's basically going to have drips and triggers, as I said on the call. And it's basically, you're going to be able to send a few emails until the person answers. But today we decided just to start with one email, because if not, the customer service, we're a small team, and we need to make sure everything is little by little.
David is asking, can we upload our own lists?
Yes, please. You can upload your own list. Make sure, that's super important. I don't mind if you verify with FindThatLead, you verify with anyone, just make sure you verify your list. Make sure that it doesn't have any bounces, because that will be, might get your domain harm. And you can always do it with the plan that you have with AppSumo. If you're thinking, also that's a good one. If you verify with someone else, the tool email verification in FindThatLead also verifies for you, just to let you know. But yes, you can upload your list and make sure you write the tags correctly to make sure that the email has emotional links together, like where the job lives or what position or what country are they from.
Okay, I have another question regarding integrations. So I know that your team is working hard, but what about Zapier?
Yes, Zapier, it's set up. It's just like the next, just about to come up. Seriously, I love it. You know, I love the questions. I love that everyone there is laughing because it's just about to come up, and yes, we will be integrating with Zapier very soon. I hope Chris was saying that.
No. All right, and so what about, I know we get emails, but we have some people asking about phone numbers.
Yes, the same. We love phone numbers. We are working with other big CRMs. giving phone numbers, and that's important because obviously whenever you can have a call, this is on the same. We are going to be giving phone numbers in the very near future, and for us, phone numbers are important because we use and we love cold calling as well as much as calling.
Okay, good. And let's see, we have this deal. You get 2,000 credits. How many leads is that generally?
You can get between two. It depends how you use it. If you go to the prospector, if let's say that I get 2,000, I would click verify. You will get around between 200 and 400, 99% correct emails. These are the emails that they will not have bounce. We're getting so much other, like the 2,000 prospects. You can use it for number one, doing Facebook ads, Google ads, or just adding in small batches, just making sure you might get a lot of bounces. And that's important that you understand that you get 200 to 400 correct emails. This 400 based on your needs. And this is the most beautiful thing. And the emails are correct. When I say correct, it's 99% correct. That we have verified that they are beautiful working for you. You're going to get 87, 50s, 90s, but we want to send emails only to 99% correct.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so good. Those are all the questions written down. Thank you guys for tuning in. But before you go, let's, as was going on, Ullman, our head of BD over here, decided to give away 2 $50 credits.
Woohoo!
And usually I announce that in the beginning, but if you stayed until the end, yay! I think that deserves a heart mask on. So go ahead and pick 2 winners, and all you have to do is put a comment in the chat. Go ahead and randomly pick 2 people from the comments that are coming in right now.
Oh, wow.
Mark Ange is one. Mark Ange.
Congratulations, Mark.
The one. So Mark Ange and Thomas, you have the $50.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you for tuning in until the end. In order to shoot me an email at Christy@appsumo.com. It's CHRYSTIE.com. So I don't know about you guys, for those of you watching, but this has been one of the funner webinars that we've done. So Gerard, thank you for energy and telling people all the good info about Find That Lead. Tell them how they can get a hold of you if they have any for this.
Well, you know what's the best thing? Go to Find That Lead and find my email.
Yes.
Seriously, guys, it's just like, look for the domains and you're going to get all my emails. Just use that one.
That's great. That's great. Again, and like, I know that you are all here at the end of the webinar, but just in case you want to replay, we will be emailing that today. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you, Gerard, and your whole team. It's been fun. Guys, later.
All right. Thank you very much, Christine, and the whole AppSumo. And everyone, thank you very much for staying until the end. Thank you.
Of course. Goodbye, guys.